Take me through that last final second. What's going through your mind?
I was just trying to get to a spot, get off a good shot, and I really practiced bank shots from the three-point line. My teammates might think I'm doing something crazy, but that's for the reason right there.
Those kind of moments, are those the moments you envision for yourself? You know,
Yeah.
manifestation's a big thing. If athletes envisioning that kind of stuff, is that something you do?
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely a big win for us too. Past the shot, we really needed that as a team, just to show what we could do in the world.
And touch more on that. What kind of statement do you think this overall win made for you guys today?
It definitely brought our confidence back up. Definitely getting 2 in a row. As I said last time, this is the start. Let's keep building.
Crosstown rival, I think that adds a whole other layer to this. Just touch on that.
We were saying before, this our city, so we had to go out there and play like it was our city.
And first Quad 1 win since 2019. I mean, touch on that and why you think you guys got it done.
I would say people that's here on this roster, they come in to change the history. So we a bunch of different guys, new guys. So whatever happened in the past, that's the past. We make it writing our own story.
Yeah, what's going through your mind right now?
Well, just pleased coming out of that locker room to see a group of players that earned a hard-fought victory. UC Irvine is a Quad 1 opponent, a team that went to the NCAA tournament last year. So to get a win on the road against UC San Diego, puts the wind in our sails and is really encouraging as we move forward. We've had some key players out, a freshman, Alejandro Avalos, who's a frontline player for us, who contributed tonight in a significant way. He's been out for the majority of the season. Gavin Ripp, who also was in there at the end of the game, in the later stages of the game. He was out. So we're getting some frontline players back. Brandon Benjamin also had a concussion protocol. So we're closer to full strength, and we're kind of morphing or evolving into a different group than we were earlier in the year, partly because the 14 players are gelling and getting a better sense for one another, but also because we're getting some injured players back. So the musical chairs set us back some, but we're trending in the right direction as we head towards conference play. Got a big game against the Washington Huskies coming up here on Monday night on the road, a Big Ten opponent, so we'll be tested again.
And to get a win in such dramatic fashion, fires off in the last second. What's going through your mind through those last final seconds?
Yeah, proud that our team, still believed because, UC San Diego rallied after being down double digits, comes back and takes the lead, and we're in a hostile environment on the road. And so to be able to pull out a victory says a lot about them as a group. We had great energy on the bench. Tonight we shortened our rotation some. That won't necessarily be the case moving forward. But tonight, like a baseball manager, I just tried to kind of change things up some, like changing the batting order to generate more runs or change the energy. And so we like our team depth. We feel we can wear people out. We want to use that depth. And we did use some depth tonight, but not as many players played as we have in previous games. So based on matchups, time and score, we want to utilize the depth that our team possesses.
Just talk about the magic of this crosstown rivalry, packed house. Just talk about the energy of that.
Yeah, it's a natural because of the geography. Crosstown rivals, public school versus private school, 2 prestigious universities. A lot of alumni that still reside in the area and alumni worldwide that are tuning in that follow these teams respectively. And so the fact they're joining the West Coast Conference makes it a natural. So it's a rivalry, a healthy rivalry, and I think you saw that on display tonight. There was good sportsmanship on both teams' part and both coaching staff's part. And so they're a heck of a team that has an opportunity to make the NCAA tournament this year, and that's what we're working towards as well.
What statement do you think tonight made for you guys?
Well, I think it gives us confirmation that our work is beginning to pay off. It would have been tough to go into that locker room if we had given up that lead, relinquished a double-digit lead. But because we were able to respond and counterpunch in dramatic fashion with Ty-Laur Johnson's buzzer beater, now you've got pep in the step, you got wind in the sails. It gives you just a reboot as you practice and prepare for your next game, and as we look ahead to West Coast Conference play as well.
Anything you want to say I didn't ask you?
Jack?
Just a quick, I mean, this is the first quad one win for this program in 7 years. What does that mean to you for both right now and then for the future?
Yeah, I think that we're in this new space. It's the first time for USD that we've had a foundation, a collective, an NIL, and also the revenue share from the university that allows you to compensate athletes. That flip of the switch doesn't mean everything overnight is going to suddenly lead to you being a juggernaut. But between the facility, the Basketball Performance Center, which is state-of-the-art and as good as any in the country, and then the funding, when you put those two together with the prestige of the university and the tradition of our basketball program, it gives us hope in terms of the possibilities of climbing the ladder in the West Coast Conference. We're also going through some realignment, with teams like Denver and UC San Diego joining our conference, and Gonzaga moving on, as well as Washington State and Oregon State. So there's the potential not only this year to continue to make progress, but also next year, because we're going to have a better idea, having been in the space for the first time when it comes to compensating players. We're going to learn a lot just through the trial and error and some missteps, and how to manage a program where other programs, the majority in our conference, have been at it for 3 years. And so we're playing catch up a little bit, but the commitment from Jim Harris and Kim Yamasi and our trustees is elite, and they're in it to win it, which is all you can ask for as a coach. And so this group I'm really proud of, but we got a lot of work to do. Those deficiencies still need to be shored up in the second half. We labored some defensively, and so there are plenty of teaching points and lessons to be learned from the second half. I thought the first half was our best performance of the season in terms of our defense and our offense as well. Both sides of the ball, we were elite. Second half, we were trading baskets for a period of time, and then credit to them, a tip of the hat, they made a dramatic run to take the lead before we answered at the bell.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, you guys.